Hello there. My tripod broke, so we're having to stick the phone on the ground. So, Rain had an interesting question about using your guard and people like body locking you and trying to compress you and play really close. Pressure passing, I guess, would be the term. And so, the main answer to that is head control, right? So whether you've got a gi or not doesn't matter too much. It changes where you put things. But if we were standing, like doing no gi, for example, then it wouldn't be weird for me to have a grip like that, like holding his neck with my elbow against his chest, not just holding the head. If I'm only holding the head without contact with the chest, then I don't have any way to control him. Yeah. So I always want my elbow touching his chest. So now if he tries to push, I can feel it on my forearm, and my forearm is bracing against him like that. And then my head is pulling. So if he goes to back away, then I've got control of his head with the back of my hand. So when I'm here like this, for example, I can hold him close, or with the gi, you can keep him close, yeah, using my top hand. But something that people often don't think about with their hand, especially as a grip in the collar, is how well you can push with it, right? So he's wanting to get his chest close to my body. So if I've gone over to prioritize the arm, which is not wrong, you just, so he's coming down. If I'm guarding the arm, but he gets to put his chest on my body, then this is not great. I mean, yeah, you could go for a Kimura or something like that, maybe. But like, I don't want him getting this close to me. I don't want his chest on my chest. I don't want him starting to push my shoulders flat. Yeah, I have to move his head out of the way, right? So if I get control of his head, right, then it's very, very hard for him to get anywhere near me. So I'm here like this, he comes close, I can pull him in, he starts pulling away, I can push him away. When he comes in close again, I can use my hand to push him away, like that. If he starts to duck under my hand, then I can start pushing his head the opposite way. So it's a fun little game to play, almost regardless of grade, but particularly for beginners, to do nothing except control their head. Yeah. So like when I'm here like this, I know the angle's not great. Apologies for that. Right. But I'm here, for example, and he's wanting to come close. So I'm just going to push his head to one side. Yeah. And once I push his head to one side, now I've got space. So I can move my legs and stuff like that. Right. Comes close again. I might use my other arm to push him away. Usually it's going to be my top arm because I don't really want to be presenting my bottom one. You can do it here, or I can use the hand on the collar. So if he starts coming close, I could always choke him. So just turn around, face the camera. So I could go here like that. Yeah, it's better if my thumb is down for that choke, here like this. But defensively, this is a little bit better than being like this. Because when I'm making a V with my arm, this is a great pulling grip. It's not a great pushing grip, because he can slide his head down my arm and put pressure on me, here like this, right? Whereas if I'm like that, if you were defending against somebody with a knife or trying to hit you, you'd always go pinky up. So pinky up is more of a defensive grip. So if I'm here from a quarter guard or whatever, and I've got this going on, yeah, right? Maybe I had my hand in here like this when my foot was up here, but he stepped over my foot, so I'm going to change my grip so that my hand is now pinky up. So now that choke is much, much, much better. So pinky up is better for defense, here like that. That's how you'd make a frame under the mount, for example, right? Is by having pinky up, here like this. But a nice little game to play. It's just controlling the head, keeping the person away. When they come close, moving their head, yeah? Because moving their head creates space, then I can get my legs back in the game and start playing. Again, my hands and my head are doing opposite jobs. My hand is pulling, my feet are pushing, so I end up sticking him in the same spot. Now when he keeps playing, keep going, he keeps playing, push the head away, and I get my feet back in the game again. So, come back around. Regardless of side, so I'm here like this. Hopefully you guys can see it right. Like this, I can push his head, move his head away. He brings his head in close, I can make a frame. Yeah, but he doesn't mind his head going this side too much. If his legs are passing this way, he wants his body to lie across me like this. Yeah. So if he starts passing this way, I'm not going to push his head there, because like that's going to happen. Yeah, so when I'm here like this, you can still see, oh, all right. When I'm here like this and he starts passing, I want to see it going that way. Yeah, the opposite side to where he wants to pass. So the golden rule is, whichever side he wants to pass on, that's the side his head should go. Because he wants to lie across me, and he can't lie across me here. Then I get my legs back in, and he passes the other side. And that's the side that I'm going to push his head to. Yeah? Right? So he doesn't get to lie across me. I always want his body pointed away from me in each direction. So have a little play with that. Apologies for the camera angle today. When everybody gets here, we'll get someone holding it instead. Cool. See ya.